Shake that.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Welcome back, guys. This is Pete and Evan with and from Sheffield Shuffler. This is Lost in the Shuffle podcast. Evan, I got some new audio equipment. We could do our ASMR videos.
That's amazing. If you can't tell, I do too.
Got some new audio equipment, ASMR.
Check 1 2 3 1 2 3. I think that's how they do it.
So it sounds a lot better.
Yeah, dude. The funniest thing though is that I went to Columbia College for audio arts and acoustics, and like I have like zero patience for anything like tech wise, which is like super ironic because I work in tech and I went to college for tech and I love audio production and like producing, but like when it comes down to like the fine details, I hate it, and so I always like struggle to get the right stuff.
Well,
I don't
because
know.
it's time consuming, right?
It is. Like I enjoy like making this stuff and like this. I enjoy talking, but I hate preparing like everything to make sure it works the right way.
Yeah, and exporting the shit and having it
Right.
buffer and upload,
Ugh.
and then it crashes, and then you're like, ugh. Yeah.
Right. Let's just get so big to the point where someone can just do all this for us. That'd be ideal.
Yeah. Well, I want to comment on your shirt. You got a nice ass Sheffield Shuffler shirt. I got mine here too. We are actually running a deal right now. Spend $50, you get free shipping. So it's 2 t-shirts. Buy 2 t-shirts. The code is spring21 because we're just coming into spring right now. So spring21, spend $50, free shipping, and you can look as hot as me and Evan almost.
Love it. Almost.
Right? Evan, what are you drinking?
Warning, when you try it on, it will not look as good as we do.
That's a promise.
Just kidding. No, it really is nice, dude. I mean, it's got a really nice fit. So for like anybody that's into just wearing form-fitting clothes or clothes that just kind of fit the arms and the shoulders the right way, I'm super into fashion. And this shirt really does fit well, and it's super soft. So highly recommend.
And then any other fat guys with fat arms, dude.
Yeah.
They're good.
Make sure you order the right size, but regardless of size, it really seems to fit because you and I have completely different body types, and it fits really well on both of us. So anyways, I'm just drinking water. I ran out of beer. I polished off my last beer last night. I tried Sierra Nevada. It was called Dankful something. So it has like citrusy hops that almost taste like bud. So
yeah, without being too graphic, and then you poop it out, dude, and it smells like you just like shed out a fucking dope stand or something, you know.
I haven't gotten to that part yet. Okay. But it's
I got Vacay Daydream by Pipeworks, and it's got some coconut and pineapple in it. Tastes really good. It's not like a heavy coconut and pineapple, but it's got kind of that nice light taste of it. So I picked this up at Trader Joe's today, and it's pretty fucking good.
Legit. Trader Joe's does have some good beer. My only knock against Trader Joe's beer is that it's, at least the one by me, it's never refrigerated. So
no, it's always on the shelf.
So you got to go in there knowing that you got to wait a little while to get home and drink it.
Yeah.
Which is brutal because I'm an instant gratification person. So when I get my
just
beer,
like everybody, right?
Yeah. Like, who wants to buy a case of beer and then put it in the refrigerator and like wait, 4 hours for it to really cool down?
Yeah, I had to put it in the freezer and then just watch, make sure it didn't explode.
Get like a freezer with a clear door so you can sit there and actually watch.
Kind of how I sit there by the microwave when I'm watching my taquitos.
Yeah, the clear on the microwave is a great idea. I think maybe they should put it into the freezer for you, and then you can.
Now we're on to something. Sheffield Shuffler refrigerators.
Watch your beer cool down.
Yeah. Cool. So there's a big event that happened actually on Tuesday. Do you remember what happened?
On Tuesday. Enlighten me. I'm having a brain fart.
It was your 33rd birthday.
Oh. I didn't think we were getting personal like that. Yeah, it was my birthday. I turned 33. It's my Scottie Pippen year.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Pretty pretty wild stuff. Hard to believe that, I'm 33. I remember when I turned 21, I'm like, well, at least I'm like in my early 20s. And then you get to your late 20s, and you're like, well, at least I'm not like 30 yet. And then you just keep finding some new excuse to not be older and older.
And then you wake up every day and your back hurts and you're like, holy shit, I'm 30, whatever now. Yeah. And stuff starts going. But I wanted to say, your birthday was significant last year. Your birthday, for at least for me and my wife, that was the last social gathering that was normal before everything went crazy.
Yep.
Remember, we went to a bar, you had people there, we had drinks and beers and beautiful time. What was the bar called?
It's called Roscoe Village Pub, directly across the street from me.
Yeah, we had a great time. And that was the last party get together gathering that we went to before everything got shut down. You remember that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And it's funny because you're not the only one that feels that way. Everybody, that was kind of their last hurrah, because a lot of people have reached out to me. It was like, oh man, I remember the last thing I did was at your party. You were hammered, and it was a great time, etc. But yeah, it is crazy that it's been an entire year since then, and we haven't really been able to do shit since. So it is wild to think about.
So I thought we would start the show today with a surprise.
A surprise.
Evan, I got you a birthday present.
Oh boy.
Ooh, tell everyone what I got you last year. What did I get you last year?
Last year, Pete got me a photo customized of Derrick Rose dunking. However, rather than Derrick Rose's face there, it was my head cropped onto it, and it was in a nice frame. So it was quite.
And Amari Stoudemire was in the back, like, right?
Yeah. Very, very awesome, unique, very Pete-esque gift. Definitely hit the spot. Nice, solid.
Yes. Gift. So this year, I think I topped it. I had to call in a few favors, had to make a few phone calls, a few requests, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give it to you right now. Okay.
All right.
Just give me 1 second. All right.
All right. Drum roll. How do you give somebody a gift virtually?
If you can hear it, don't say anything, and I'll just let it go. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna play it.
All right.
Bill Wennington here from the world champion Chicago Bulls.
Yeah.
Evan, I hear you got a birthday coming up right now. 33 years old. That's a great number. Scottie Pippen behind me, 33. Next year, be even better number, 34. That's that guy behind me. Oh wait, that's me. But anyway, it's Cameo. I'm wishing you a happy birthday, so I got to sing for you because it's what I do. No. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Evan. Happy birthday to you.
He's got
outstanding. 33 years old. Fantastic. I know you're a huge Bulls fan. I know back in the 90s, Bulls were fantastic. A lot of fun to be a part of those teams, winning championships. But they're getting back there soon. I think what Billy Donovan has done and how Zach LaVine is playing right now is phenomenal. Bulls are fun to watch. Things are happening. So it's a lot of fun. Appreciate you being a fan. But I also know you're going to crush it at Sheffield Shuffler with Peter. Outstanding. Got a new job. Keep working. Push yourself. Great things are going to happen. Things moving up. Speaking of moving up and moving on out, I hear you have a little baby on the way. Outstanding. Congratulations. Best of luck with that. Being a dad is phenomenal. A lot of fun. I've enjoyed it with my son, Rob. But I hope you're doing well. I know there's a lot to be excited about. All the best. Take care. And happy birthday, Evan. By the way, Peter says happy birthday, too. All the best. Take care.
Wow. Okay, buddy. I see you.
That was my buddy, awesome. William Pet something Wennington.
Bill Wennington.
Bill Wennington.
Oh my
Percy, that was his
God,
middle
bro.
name. William Percy Wennington, 3-time NBA champion. Went to the Olympics for Team Canada, is in the
Oh
Canadian
my
Hall of Fame.
God.
Evan, he told you
Dude.
happy birthday. He sang to you. He sang happy
He
birthday.
sang to me.
He told you you're going to be successful at Sheffield Shuffler with Peter. He said, good luck with your baby. Did you ever think you would have an 3-time NBA champion sing you happy birthday?
I never did my entire life. I did not see that coming, dude. That was incredible. Bill Wennington, dude, I can check that off my bucket list now. Wow. Oh my God. That was incredible. Thank you so much, dude. You got to send me the video. I need that.
Of course.
That's going on Instagram for sure. That's going
so
on.
I hope, because I couldn't hear it on my end. So I'm just glad you got to hear it. So I hope it got recorded. If not, I'll have to just like dub over the audio or something. But
I think it did. I don't see how it didn't based on the fact that it played through here. I think you're good.
Okay, because I didn't hear it on my end.
That was
I'm glad
awesome.
you got to hear it. I'm glad I got your reaction out of it. I thought that was an awesome gift.
Yes.
To tell you happy 33rd birthday. He's so cheesy, but he's so awesome.
Dude, that was amazing. The second he popped up on the screen, I'm like, oh my God, he didn't have this happen right now. Oh my God. That is awesome, dude. And Bill Wennington, man, he's a legend. I mean, he, like you said, he was on the Bulls when they were winning championships. He played with Jordan and Pippen and all those guys. Stud, just one of those guys I feel like is part of like a fun culture when you talk about the Bulls, who can just like be someone that young people kind of talk about, the old school like mullet that he had and just his like swagger on the court and just like
still around too, right?
Yeah, I think he does radio or something with the Bulls. Like he's still part of their organization internally.
I'll see him, when they play on Comcast or something, you'll see him on courtside or whatever. Like he's still involved with the organization somehow.
Yeah, 1000% he is, dude. But yeah, I appreciate that, man. That was awesome. Definitely, I got to say that was probably my best birthday gift that I got this year. So thank you, man. That was awesome.
Good, dude. Yeah, I love topping it and trying to do better and better, being creative. But yeah, I had to tell him I was like 24-hour turnaround, dude. Hurry the hell up.
You were Bill Wennington's boss for a day.
Yeah, I had to hit him up on Twitter. I'm like, yo, dude, check out your cameo quick. Yeah.
Bill, come on, man.
Because if it doesn't, you buy for like 24 hours. And if they don't do it within 24 hours, it just gets canceled. And I'm just like, oh my God, Bill, what are you doing, dude? The Bulls aren't playing. Come on, do something.
Yeah, come on, man. It's All-Star Week. Get your shit together. Oh my God.
But anyway, happy birthday to you, Evan. You're a great friend. You're a great person. Even if people don't know you, you're fucking awesome. You're a cool ass dude. You're fashionable. You're handsome. You're funny. You got a great laugh. So just wanted to wish you happy birthday. I thought that would be a fun gift for the big Bulls fan that you are.
I really appreciate that, man. That was incredible. I did not see that coming, and you killed it with that. So thanks so much for that. That's great.
Beautiful. No problem. A little top 5. Yeah, we did the draft last time, the Looney Tunes draft. So Evan, it's starting to get warm outside, right? This is like the first fake spring, right? It'll be springtime now. It's really nice. Then we're going to get a snow or really fucking cold.
Next week, I think,
the real spring after that, probably middle of April. So this is like fake spring right now. This is spring number 1.
Yep.
But things are starting to open up. CDC is telling everybody, hey, if you're vaccinated, you could be around non-vax people and still hug. Hey, you can still have non-symptomatic and be around other people. Things are starting to open up. States are starting to open up. So we have been in a lockdown, like we were saying. Last time was your birthday, right before everything got shut down. So we've been locked down for about a year. It was the longest 2 weeks of flattening the curve in my life. Right?
Yeah, that was
a long 2 weeks.
Yeah, and it was scary. I was like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah. But we missed a lot. We missed a lot in sports. We had a condensed 60-game season for baseball. No fans for football, basketball. So we thought it'd be a good idea to talk about your top 5 moments in sports that you missed this last year.
Top 5 moments in sports that I've missed this last year.
And we're gonna go backwards. We'll start from 5 and we'll go to number 1. How does that sound? From 5 to 1.
You go first. You go first.
Okay,
I went first last time.
you're right. Number 5, top 5 moments in sports we missed during lockdown. Number 5, germs being non-existent. Do you remember you would go to a bar or restaurant or whatever, and you would see savage, disgusting stuff? People drinking, sucking down bottles, sharing cigs, making out, that kind of stuff when germs didn't exist, right? Nobody was carrying around Purell. Nobody had a mask. Nobody gave a shit about germs, period. It was just free reign, you know? That's my
Yeah.
number 5.
All right. All
When
right.
germs didn't exist, basically, when germs didn't exist and nobody gave a shit about it.
All right. I would say my one of my top things that I missed was going to a bar to watch a game. If I can say that, can I say that? Does that count?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think for me, I missed, for instance, the bar across the street from me. You know, it's one of those bars that is, I don't want to call it a dive bar because I feel like that's insulting to owners of bars. However,
However,
they've been there for a long time, but they're a classy establishment, very long time. You know, it's got the bar actually is like real old, probably like mahogany, thick wood. You know what I mean? Like if you fell and banged your head on it, you're fucked. You know what I mean? Like that bar probably weighs so much. And it just smells like an old bar. Like it has the smell of good conversation when you walk in.
character, right?
Yeah, it's got character. So for me, I miss when it comes to sports, going to a bar like that and sitting down and talking to the patrons or whatever you want to call them,
Regulars.
about regulars. Because and honestly, that bar over there is like the kind of place where a bunch of like you're either a single guy just looking to talk to other guys, or you're a married guy and you're just going to talk to other married guys.
It's basically dudes looking to talk to dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll sit down at that bar by myself and I'll look over and I'll be like, hey,
They'll give you one
wanna
of
talk
these.
about sports.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then somebody will slide down the pretzels and I'll stick my hand in the pretzels. You know,
Yes.
you can't do that anymore.
Nope.
But yeah, I would say going to a bar like that and just shooting the shit and just talking to randoms about sports is something that I greatly miss.
I get that. That is definitely on my list that I'll get to in some kind of fashion. So my number 4 thing that I miss is the Blackhawks national anthem. So as you know, anybody who's been to a Hawks game, people that don't know, the Blackhawks national anthem is one of the, I think it's the top sports experiences in Chicago. And I'm not even a big hockey guy, but we cheer and make loud noises during the national anthem, and it's not disrespectful for whatever reason, but it is chilling. It gives me chills every time when Jim Corlison or whatever fuck his name is, Jim Corneliuson.
I think it's
You know, you hear the organ and oh sick, and everyone screaming and yelling. You can feel it when people say like, oh, it's a vibe. Like the vibe of the United Center goes through your skin and your blood and your bones. Like you can feel the energy. It is something that it's hard to replicate in other settings. That's not like a playoff or championship atmosphere, but every Blackhawks national anthem is my favorite part of going to a Blackhawks game.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Like I said before, I was never a huge Blackhawks fan, and I'm still not like an avid fan. I don't watch them regularly at all. Even though I'm wearing the shirt that has the mascot on there. I don't even know his name. What is his name?
Tommy Hawk.
Tommy Hawk. I didn't know that. But man, I know obviously that's Benny, but
Right.
some fan I am. But that is the one thing, like you said, if you aren't from Chicago or you are from Chicago and you haven't been to a Blackhawks game, everyone knows that the national anthem is unbelievable as far as everyone just cheering the entire time. I remember we had my wife's brother-in-law out here, and we went to a game with one of his friends, and I told him, I was like, man, these guys, everyone's about to cheer during this national anthem. And then it started and everyone started cheering, and I think they kind of understood what I was telling them, but I don't think they really understood like how crazy it really is once they start. So that's a good pick. I like that pick. All right. So is it my turn now here? So I think one of the things that I miss, which is kind of weird, because I feel like at first I didn't really like it because it got kind of old and can be annoying at times, is the Chicago Cubs playing at home. For me, I live not too far from Wrigley, and I miss like the vibe of seeing the fans walking down Addison, like going to Wrigley or like driving by Wrigley and being able to hear the fans inside or the announcer talking through the speakers
The
while you're
piano, the
the
organ.
piano, the organ. Yeah, I mean, like all that entire vibe during a Cubs day game is and night games are cool too, but something about the day games, it just hits differently. Now that they have the whole Gallagher Way, there's families, there's kids, there's people running around drinking and just shooting the shit. I think for me, that's something that I didn't realize how much I would miss. So it's great to hear that fans will be back in the stadium pretty soon. So
Yeah,
excited
it's
for
just $400 a pop.
that. Is it how much is it? Is it really expensive to go?
I saw tickets 2 days ago. Lowest one I saw was $357 for one
No
ticket.
shit. I didn't
Well,
realize.
it's 20% filled. So you figure anyone that's got a ticket, I mean, yeah, they're not selling them cheap.
Oh my god! I for some reason I just thought they would be the standard price, but I don't know why they would. That makes sense that they're expensive, but that actually really sucks. Wow.
This is supply and demand,
Yeah.
microeconomics.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
My number 3 pick, things that I missed. Beer garden football Sundays. So that can go into like brunch leading into beer garden football Sundays. Remember Evan, when we would go to Kirkwood and in the patio back there, a nice crisp September morning where all you needed was maybe a hoodie and shorts. The sun was coming in. You could still get like sun on your face. It was warm. The Bears were probably up 13-7, maybe. And, the beers are flowing. Everyone's having a good time outside, enjoying beautiful September weather. The only 2 weeks of fall we get here in Chicago. And just getting ready for spooky season in October. Like that whole feel is something that I missed this year.
Yeah. That's a good point. Your camera and audio was kind of screwing up there a little bit. So hope Hector might tweet that later, but I agree that's a good one. I think that kind of transitions to my next one, which is kind of back at a bar again. For me, I really miss getting back at a bar. Yeah. I think I misunderstood when we were talking about our top 5. I kind of took it as top like 5 things I miss about watching sports in relation to like bars and like being out versus just being about sports. But for me,
I'm gonna hit back to bars and stuff too, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, well, and for me, a lot of watching sports does revolve around drinking a beer and having fun like that too. So
being around dudes that want to talk about sports, right?
Yeah. So for me, I really miss sitting down at a bar and having a nice draft beer. I have not, because my wife is pregnant, we've been very isolated. I have not had a draft beer, like a good Guinness pour since March of 2020. Just being able to sit down and just, if you want a can or off the tap, it's like, oh, of course I want it off the tap. Like, please, so I really miss just sipping a beer from a glass that's just got the perfect amount of bubbles to the top. It's something I struggle with.
No, I get it, dude. Yeah, there's something. It's the simple pleasures of life, right?
Yeah.
Things like that. Yeah, that just a fresh beer that comes off a tap, an ice cold beer that comes off the tap. Yeah, it just is so simple, but it really does carry, like we saying, carry so much weight. Like I love that,
Or like walking into the bar too and being like, "What's the beer special?" Like, nice, that's a good deal. Like I'm gonna get a few of those, or being the guy that's like, I miss a one more beer. You know what I mean? Like where you're sitting at the bar, like, one more, and then the one more turns into 5. You know what I mean? Like I haven't.
And then you get that from your wife.
Yeah.
One more
2 hours ago.
We're good. Yeah. We'll go
I've been
home. We'll
sipping
go
on
home for the night game. We're just gonna watch the afternoon games. It's fine.
Yeah, I missed one more beers and draft beers. I think that's that falls within the same category. I think maybe.
I'm just gonna turn this light on because I look a little bit darker. There we go.
Hey, is that a Sheffield Shuffler shirt?
Oh shit! October starts in April. My design.
Nice.
Beautiful. It's a nice. Yeah. My number two. Now we're getting to the nitty gritty. Number two things that I miss most this year: sneaking a cig during halftime at the Bears game. So
Why do you have to sneak it?
So at the Bears game, obviously there's no smoking inside the stadium, at least that I know.
Oh,
of.
right.
So at halftime, you go down to like the second level, and there's like all these little pillars that open up, and you can see into South Loop or whatever. And there's those little guardians. They kind of walk across the path, like looking for stuff, and you kind of just hang out by the pillars, and you're just like, oh yeah, okay. And you sneak them in between halftime, and it's great. And you still got another half of football, and Bears will probably be down or tied up. And you still got another half of football. You empty your bladder, have a cig, and then you're back in the stadium. I just miss that, like that feeling of, oh, okay, we got halftime.
Yeah.
Gonna go sneak this, and then we still got another half of football, guys.
Hopefully there aren't any Bears security guards watching this. Otherwise, they're going to come find your ass.
Oh, right. Yeah. They usually do find you. They usually do find you, and then they're just like, hey, come on, man. And then you're just like, oh, I'm so sorry. Okay.
Quick, just suck it all down real quick.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a big smoker. I don't smoke at all. So for me, but obviously I could understand how that will be a nostalgic thing that you would miss for someone who does
just like those little moments,
quick
those little moments where you're like, man,
break.
This is a good sports moment. This is Sunday and it's 1:30 and I'm hammed and I'm gonna just have a dart, and you still got the whole day ahead of you, and you still got more football. So just one of those things.
Yeah. So for me, so what are we at? Number 2, or is this 4?
I just gave my number 2, so you should be at your number 2 as well.
All right, and then we have one more after that. All right.
Yeah.
So my number 2 is going to be watching games and listening to fans there. I really miss watching like a basketball game or a football game and seeing the fans in the audience or in the crowd or in the stands, whatever. Like just hearing the fake sound just like sucks. I think the NFL did a good job as far as that goes, because they can really zoom in on the field, and you really the crowd is kind of irrelevant in that sport. But in a sport like basketball, like you don't see the fans like you used to, where they're on the courts or they're behind the basket.
Got those sticks, right?
The sticks. Yeah. I mean, that's part of a basketball game. Like that really, I think, not only is pleasing for a fan that's watching the game to see the fans at the game and like creating like a chaos for the other team. I mean, home court advantage kind of went away for these last seasons.
Yeah.
But for me, just hearing them react in a real way when a big shot goes down or there's a bullshit call, like all of that really has sucked to not see on TV. So I look forward to seeing a packed stadium. That just really gets me hyped as a fan, even watching at home.
Yeah, and I think that goes with a lot of the stuff that we said, whether it was like the Hawks game or just being there at the bar with guys, just cheering on the team, and like you said, like having that advantage of being at home, right? Like that whole aspect was gone all season for most sports.
Yep. I completely, of course I agree. I said it, but yeah.
I agree.
I agree
with my statement. All right. My number one thing, I'm going to paint you a picture. Okay. Cause this is like, what's not really important to me, but this is what I miss the most. And this is what I look forward to the most in the upcoming weeks. So I got an empty stomach, right? I got 3 whiskeys, 1 shot, and 1 beer deep. Okay. That's where my level's at. Likely I'm coming from Dark Horse or Stretch, And I'm hoping Dark Horse is still open. I know that they were on the verge of closing.
I don't know if they haven't. I thought they closed, but maybe I'm wrong.
I pray that they're not. It's my favorite bar in Wrigley. So coming from Stretch or Dark Horse, empty stomach, 3 whiskeys deep, 1 shot and 1 beer. Walking up the concourse of Wrigley, right? Double fisting and coming over the cement. You see the cement and you're walking up the stairs, and then there it is, Wrigley Field. And I got an empty bladder. I already took a piss and a shit. I got an empty bladder, double fisting, and I'm already like in that groove where I'm feeling it. And I'm ready to go take my seat. And the first inning is about to start. And I'm ready for day baseball. Like you said earlier, day baseball is the tits. It's just something special about it. They got all day. The game starts at 1:20, and I'm already buzzing. And we're ready to start some day baseball. It's going to be a good day.
That's a good pick. So just like the nostalgia of walking in and just I mean, it is crazy when you walk into Wrigley. There's not a bad seat in there, but when you walk up like aisle 237 or whatever, the 200s, and you just pop your head up the stairs and like there it is, just everything, all the people walking around, the players warming up. Like you can see the bullpen guys whipping it from the outfield all the way to home, like it's nothing. Like you can just hear the ball humming. Like, yeah, I agree. My mom actually has seats at aisle 237, so for me, I know exactly the feeling you're talking about because that's where.
Check us out, 237.
Yeah, check us out. 237, row 3. Yeah, it's a good one. All right, so my final one is going to be playing basketball myself. I really miss playing sports. Like I have not touched a basketball pretty much since like last March, and that's absolutely absurd. Like in my entire life I've played basketball. When I even like at like 3 years old, I had like a little Tykes hoop in my house that I would at least get buckets up on that in the house in the living room. So
is your gym shut down or does a basketball court shut down or what?
I think they're opening again now. But I think there are like rules and restrictions. Like you have to wear masks and like the balls are always sanitized, and it's just like, I'm not at the point where I'm comfortable going back quite yet or like ready to do that. I mean, soon I think we'll be there. But for a while, yeah, it was shut down. And then for a while, then they moved to like one person could be on the court at a time, like on each basket. And then it was like you can only be up there for so long. You have to get a new ball when you're done. I mean, it was just all this, like these rules and regulations.
Yeah. Red tape for just, bullshit stuff.
Yeah. So because of that, I have not played basketball since last March, which is insane. Like literally, this is the longest in my entire life since I was probably 3 years old that I have not taken a shot at a rim. So can't wait to get back in the gym and cross over somebody, hit a nice fadeaway, classic Evan.
Yeah. Put up 19 points, COVID-19 points.
COVID-19 points in 19 minutes, point a minute. Yeah, man.
Well, I think that was a good list, right?
Yeah, I like our list. I mean, probably hard to put them on polls as far as seeing whose list is better. I know I screwed up your list last week. For anybody listening, Newman, I said Pete took Newman when he actually took Bill Murray. Quite the screw up there.
But, honestly, though, I don't think it would have made a difference. I still think you get the win.
Yeah, the Larry Bird move was pretty
crucial.
Yeah, it was pretty crucial impact on the results, I think. But I had somebody tell me that they liked your Tasmanian Devil pick, though. So that they said if you got Taz in your squad, you're going to win regardless. So box score told me otherwise. I think he had two buckets, 2 for 2. But I think he thought that the Taz just was capable of more. So he liked your pick.
If there is a video game, maybe we can simulate it. That would be cool.
That would be cool. I don't think there is a video game, but that seems like a missed opportunity. If there isn't one, they should have that. That would be pretty sweet.
Right?
Although everybody would be canceled. Pepe Le Pew got canceled since we talked last. So
I saw that. Yeah. Pepe Le Pew. And then we called we called that, right? Because you picked him, and then I was like, oh, that pervert Pepe Le Pew. Yeah. Literally, it was the next day.
The next day he got canceled. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Did you see? I follow Dave Chappelle religiously, so I've seen all of his stuff. But did you see he in one of his stand-ups? I think it was maybe Killing Him Softly. He called it like 20 years ago. He was like, Man, Pepe Le Pew is kind of rapey. like he said, he was just like, that
No, I
motherfucker's a
didn't
little
see that.
questionable, you know?
I did not see that, but I believe it. Dave Chappelle's always on top of it. But yeah, he was. If you watch the stuff, I mean, he definitely was aggressive. You know, he wasn't going to sit here no. So he had to go, I guess.
To his credit, I don't think I've ever seen him spray anyone.
I don't know if he has either.
Yeah.
See what you did there.
I mean, you see skunks spray people.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen him spray anybody.
No, I
don't know if that'll hold up in court, but
I didn't spray any. I don't know. How does he talk? I don't even fucking remember. He's got like
he's French. He's French.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I didn't spray anyone. That's terrible.
That's all right.
So
wait, you got Bulls tonight, right?
I do have Bulls. They start at 7. So they start about an hour. My wife's gonna get pissed at me because I told her I would make her dinner and she has not eaten yet. So I know.
Okay, well, we'll get off this
hungry.
now. You can cook some dinner and then you can watch the Bulls at 7. And then you'll drop episode tomorrow for the Bulls recap?
Yeah, I'll probably record either tonight or tomorrow about what we saw. Just talk about a little bit about the All-Star game, about how Zach LaVine performed, how it was good to see him in an All-Star game. Then do a recap. A couple guys aren't playing tonight are Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, though. So this game isn't as interesting as I thought it would be, just because the Sixers had some contact tracing issues. So neither of them are going to be in the lineup tonight.
They're not. So the 76ers are in Chicago then.
I believe so. I'm not even 100% sure about where they're at tonight. I just know they play the Sixers.
Damn, I was going to say, because Joel Embiid is a notorious gambler, dude. He'd be at the casino tonight for sure if he's not contact tracing.
Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, they are here in Chicago. Yeah.
Oh, man, we got to check out Horseshoe, Joliet Casino. Go to the High Rollers table. I guarantee you he'll be there tonight if he's not have to quarantine or whatever.
Yeah, no, they're probably in Philly. Like they're not. They couldn't even play in the All-Star game. They were supposed to be in the All-Star game, him and Ben Simmons, and they were both booted from the All-Star game because of contact tracing issues. So
damn.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, I gotta bounce because I gotta make my wife some food, and I am starving as well. But yeah, man, this has been good. We'll have to sync up with our fans here, our listeners, fans. We have fans, right?
Fanatics, right? Yeah.
We have fanatics.
Are you healthy, happier fans?
All highs on that.
But yeah, we'll do another episode. I think next week would be good. We'll come out with something. Evan is gonna drop some episodes either tonight or tomorrow, probably tomorrow, and then yeah, we'll just pick it up from there. Okay.
Sounds good, man. Good talking to you. We'll catch up.
All right, brother. I'll talk to you later.
All right, man. Adios.
Every day I'm shuffling.